All right, 7th graders, this is to help you with question 8 on CR Helper number 5. It says evaluate m minus n squared all over p to the third when m is 2, n is 3.2, and p is 0.1. All right, so let me just write down the algebraic expression first. M minus n squared over p to the third. Then let me substitute each of my values in. So m is 2 minus n is 3.2, so I have to do 3.2 to the second power over p is 0.1, so it's 0.1 or 0.1 to the third power. I'm just going to put these in parentheses just in case yours had negatives attached. If your p value was negative, you need to make sure the negative's inside the parentheses. All right, now I'm going to follow my order of operations. So I look here, I have a subtraction, I have an exponent happening here. I guess I better handle this exponent before I subtract. So what does 3.2 squared mean? That means 3.2 times 3.2. All right, these are both positive. My answer will be positive. I'm going to long multiply. 3.2 times 3.2. To square something means to multiply it by itself. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. Put down a 0 placeholder. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. Add those up. Got a 4. 6 and 6 is 12. 9 and 1 is 10. All right, so here's what I do for myself when I'm trying to decide where does the decimal point go. I estimate and I ignore this 0.2 on each, and I say 3 times 3 is about 9. So my final answer has to be somewhere around 9. So I'm like, oh, my decimal point must go right here. Oops, sorry about that. My decimal point must go right here. Or in 6th grade, they taught you, okay, you move over 1 there, you move over 1 there. How many total have I moved over? 2 places. So then they teach you to move 2 places over from this side. Okay. So this answer is 10.24. So now I write everything back down the same. 2 minus 10.24 all over 0.1 to the third power. Okay. I can choose to get a single answer on top right now or choose to do this exponent. I'm just going to get my exponents out of the way. So 0.1 to the third power means 0.1 times 0.1 times 0.1. It means multiply 0.1 by itself 3 times. Okay, so I'll do 0.1 times 0.1. All right, look at 1 times 1 is 1. Over 1 place, over 2 places, move over 1, 2 places. So 0.1 times 0.1 is 0.01. Now I have to take that answer, my 0.01, and multiply it by 0.1. 1 times 1 is 1. Move over 2 places, move over 1 more place, move over 1, 2, 3 places. Boom, boom. So if I then multiply that by 0.1, I actually come up with 0.001. Excellente. So then I have 2 minus 10.24 in the numerator. My denominator, once I multiply that out, I actually got 0.001. All right, lots of math happening. Lots of calculating here. So 2 minus 10.4. The first thing I would do is I would estimate. I would say 2 minus 10. If I started at 2 and subtracted off 10, I'd be around a -8. So I know my final answer is going to be somewhere around -8. I need to erase some of this because there was so much work going on. So much calculating. All right. So I just want to clean this up. Oh, goodness. I'm so sorry. My bad. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and do this subtraction. So here's the deal. My scrap work off to the side would be doing 10.24, lining up my place value, subtracting off 2. So I got to make sure I line up my ones place. So I put a decimal point after the 2. I can add some zeros here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this subtraction. Some of you may have said I needed to add a negative, which is fine. Signs are different. Find the difference. Keep what you have more of. So over here, I'm just in my scrap work finding my difference. 4 minus 0 is 4. 2 minus 0 is 2. Bring down that decimal point. 10 minus 2 is 8. What do I have more of? I have more negatives. So now I have negative 8.24 in the numerator over 0.001. Whew! This is a division. I still have to do a division step. This is a long problem. So for my division step, I have to take my negative 8.24 and I have to divide my 0.001. Okay, whatever you're dividing by, we need to move that decimal point over to make it a whole number. So you'd have to move that decimal place over 1, 2, 3 places, which means here you have to move your decimal over 1, 2, 3 places. I know back in the day when you were in 6th grade, Mr. Woodrow, if you had him, he liked you to move your decimal points before you ever set up your long division box. So that's what I'm doing. So this is negative now. This is 8,240 divided by, thankfully it's just divided by 1. A negative divided by a positive is a negative. 8,240 divided by 1 is 8,240. Excellent. If I move that decimal point over 3 places, I have to move that one over 3 places. Whew! That was quite a little problem. All right, I hope that helps.